Alrighty guys, welcome back to Jorgen J Outdoors. Today we are going to do some raccoon trapping because it is, well, right now it's opening season, or it's kind of the opening of spring trapping season when you can come in and trap a bunch of raccoons and all of them, take them in, get a tail bounty and all that sort of good stuff. And I also might try a raccoon catch and cook once again. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this right now. I've done a raccoon catch and cook twice before. My parents are pretty confident that it tasted bad because it's, well, raccoon, wild animal, blah, blah, blah. I think it's honestly because we just haven't found the right recipe for it, and the right way to cook it. So what I'm going to do, and I say that mostly because it takes everybody a little while to find kind of what they like, and it takes a bit to find that stuff, and find what works best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here. I have a couple of traps that are already kind of set out. I just have to find them again, and I have to bait them up. So yeah, I'm gonna kick that cat out so he doesn't, that way he doesn't get caught or anything. I mean, I do have dog-proof raccoon traps, but I don't know how cat-proof they are. But yeah, so I suppose I better get to it, and I will show you guys what I have, the kind of finished product, I guess. Alright, so here's one of the traps I got. As you can tell, it's getting super late, and the cats are still being super dumb, but, well, I mean, a few of them, I don't know it. As long as they all follow me, which they will. So, here's one. I got one already set. I just gotta find another one, and I'll be good. So, I'll catch you guys then. Alrighty guys, so this is take like 4 of checking traps. It's been about 2 or so days, and I woke up really early to check the trap, and there wasn't anything in it. It was still really dark, but let's go check our trap here. Wait, oh, I think I see something. Ho-ho! Yes, sir. First raccoon of the season. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Well, I think I'm going to put the camera down, put the raccoon down, and then I'm going to skin it. But this time around, I'm not going to... maybe I'll show you like a little bit of the skinning on camera, but I'm not going to show you the kill shot because I've shown that before, nor am I going to show much of the skinning because I've shown it before. So, yeah. Well, shoot. I guess I'll get back with you guys. Whoop. But yeah. All right. All right. So it's getting kind of late, so I just took one leg off because I'm probably gonna be the only one eating the raccoon, and I took
probably. You're gonna be the only one eating it.
And I got the tail too because it's that time of year. So yeah. Well, shoot. I guess I'll see you guys when I cook it. Oh yeah, and one thing I kind of noticed, a pretty big raccoon. And, I mean, in the fall, I could imagine that thing's probably at least like 30 pounds of just pure corn and rabbits and squirrels and Lord knows what else. The raccoons out here, by the way, they're not garbage. They're not necessarily garbage eaters because, they're completely wild. So, yeah. So they're pretty much safe to eat, unless they got a disease, so, yeah. Alrighty guys, so we're back. I got a pot of water boiling because we're gonna take the raccoon here, and once the pot gets up to boiling, we're gonna, oh crap, I forgot to turn on large burner. Oh well. But yeah, we're gonna turn this pot up, and because the raccoon leg's pretty big, so I had to grab a pretty big pot, and we're just gonna boil it out. And the reason why we're going to boil it, I'm going to boil it twice, is because raccoons are very notoriously greasy animals. And I don't know, my last time we cooked it, that's one thing that worked decently well for us was, boiling it out. And then what we're going to do is, because, just don't worry about that, that's just stuff on the bottom, but we're going to pressure cook it this time because raccoons are also very lean, mean animals, and their meat is, pretty tough if you don't tenderize it. And I don't think it tastes very good either unless you pressure cook it. So that's what we're going to do. And for those of you guys curious, no, these raccoons are not dumpster raccoons. These ones are wild raccoons, wild caught out in our shelter belt. So these ones are eating on either one of two things. One, if they can find any, or if there's any, just wild berries and blah blah blah. But I don't think we have any out here. But the main thing they're eating on is either grain or other wild game. So these aren't dumpster raccoons like a lot of raccoons are. Alright, here we go. Pretty well thawed up by now. Alexa, 15-minute timer.
15 minutes, starting now.
There we go. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go, baby. Time to take this puppy out. And there we go. So, I don't know if you guys can tell or not. I should have turned it on earlier, but actually, I really don't know how well you guys can tell. But in here, you can kind of see, like, the greasiness of the water and stuff, and some of the dirtiness. So, we really did ourselves 3 favors here. Well, number one, we, at least supposedly, killed off a lot of any potential bacteria, blah, blah, blah. Any sort of, like, worms and stuff by boiling it. The other thing we did was let me turn this off, I'm not wasting power. But the other thing we did was we boiled most of the greasiness out of it, because I think for most people it's a little bit too greasy. Raccoon is to just cook as it is, and also cleaned up a lot of the other junk on it. So yeah, well, I gotta go dump that out. And alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, even though it might be a little bit late to do this, I'm still gonna season it with some good old raccoon rub. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna put a lot more on there. Alright, now it's time to get to work. I gotta clean some stuff up though. Alrighty guys, so I think I know how to do this. I think. So, I'm going to put the raccoon in here. Oh boy, I don't know if that'll fit. Actually, that will fit. I already put some water in there, so we're already good there. And most recipes call for you to do that. And now, I think if I remember right, let me see where I put this. There was a little doohickey. There's a little thing here. Perfect. Alright. Now I gotta turn this goofy thing. I gotta keep it like that. Alright. And I think if I remember right, you click meat stew. And if I also remember right, and especially for bigger, because I looked it up, and for bigger animals you have, or bigger slices of meat, you gotta have it on high pressure. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn down the time to just 35 or 25 minutes. I do not need that much time since it's already been cooked a little bit. Oh boy, here we go. And start. I don't know if I did this right. I really hope I did, though. Alright, I'll get back with you guys. Alright, here we go, guys. Alright, now we're just gonna let that sit for a while. I think. I don't know. Or I don't know what we're gonna do, but yeah, I suppose we're just gonna let the pressure release for now, and yeah, call it good. Catch you guys back. Oh well, I guess I'll catch you guys back when it's done. Oh boy, here we go. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I do. I'm gonna take this off. Hopefully it won't blow up. Ooh, look at all that. Oh no. I don't know why I agreed to do this, but I did. Yeah. So I think I can just turn it off. I'm gonna unplug it. Oh boy. Boy, I'm gonna have to take this out, or I'm gonna have to clean this out extra good. Oh, ooh, it actually feels really tender. Alright. Actually, that does feel really tender. Well, here goes nothing. I'm gonna sit down. I'm just gonna eat it as it is. No vegetables, no nothing. I just put some seasoning on. Okay. Here we go. I'm a little bit nervous, but at the same time, I put a lot of seasoning on, so I'm not too nervous. Just trying to set my stupid camera up here. Alright, so this is Raccoon that I caught about a week ago now. And I took some raccoon rub, poured it on the raccoon. I boiled it. Well, let's see, I boiled it twice for 15 minutes. It's a big leg. Actually, apparently raccoons have a lot of protein in them, because I read somewhere that they have 3 ounces or they have 25 grams of protein per 3 ounces. So if I like this and eat it all, yeah. But boiled it twice, seasoned it, put it in a pressure cooker for about 25 minutes. I'm going to do what my dad said, though, and I'm just going to cut it open and make sure there's no raw meat in here, because I really do not want to have to, like, go to the hospital or something. Although, from the looks of it, it doesn't look like there's anything. And it's actually, wow, that is tender. Wow, that's nice. That's awesome. But I gotta go for the thickest parts. I'm just gonna, I guess, cut it up a bit, just make sure. But wow, that worked out really, really well. And it's not horribly greasy because we boiled it. Now I might go grab some salt and put it on. This looks like a really good piece right here. I think. What is this? Alright. Actually, I'll take a smaller piece just to make sure. But this actually does not look that bad. I suppose it's just membrane or whatever, but we're going to put a little bit of salt. Whoa, might be a little much. Alright, here we go. This is for all you fans out there. I tried to do a raccoon catch and cook 2 years ago, but it didn't. The videoing didn't work out. Oh, man. Okay. This is actually really good. Kind of. Whoop. It's really good. It tastes like unseasoned steak, though. The taste is so bland and what I should have done is I should have taken the raccoon rub, and what I should have done is I should have seasoned it a week ago. I think it would have been better if I would have done that. So for all you guys out here, I might put a link in the description to how I cooked this. It's a giant raccoon leg. And yeah, so, but next time, if you guys ever try doing this, do not forget to season it a week before, just like with a steak or something. Because if you season it a week before, then then all the seasonings get in there and you get more flavor. But this is probably, okay, and I'm going to spoil this for you guys here. I've cooked raccoon before. I've cooked raccoon 2 other times. The first time we just fried it and it was super chewy and very non-edible. But yeah. But I mean, yeah, this just tastes like steak. Well, kind of. It's a slightly more tender steak, or actually beef. Beef's probably a better way to describe it. But it's really, really tasteless. So if I was you guys, I would not recommend forgetting to season it. Well, I will get back with you guys if I finish it all. Alright, so if I didn't already... Alright, pardon my dad's guitar playing, but, so what I was saying earlier is, I tried to do a raccoon catch and cook. I've tried to do it 2 other times now. Again, excuse the guitar noises, but, the first time I did it, we didn't boil it, we didn't slow cook it or anything, we didn't pressure cook it, so it was super chewy. And we fried it, and it just was not that good. It was still tasteless. The second time we did it, it tasted almost worse than the first time because we slow cooked it, we didn't, and it got cold and it just tasted, ugh. But this time we actually did really good. So again, I'm gonna put a recipe in the link of, or I'm gonna put in the description. I'm gonna put a recipe. So yeah. Anyways, all right, guys. So I downed the raccoon. That's pretty much all that's left. So what I did was I took the fat and some of the meat that wasn't super good, and I just ate the good meat, threw out the bad meat to the cats, which they actually didn't eat, but our chickens ate it, which was kind of funny. So yeah. And I'm trying to think what else. I threw some of the bones out, but I forgot to show you guys the finished product, but that's basically what's left. But it was pretty good. Again, just as long as if I would have seasoned it with a ton of salt and a ton of pepper, or I guess those seasonings maybe mixed in with another seasoning, preferably that raccoon rub. But I saw a recipe that called for Cajun seasoning, so just get something, preferably something nice and spicy, and you let it sit in the freezer for a pretty good amount of time, because then the flavor is just going to leach in and it's going to make it taste really good. Because this stuff, especially when it cooled down a little bit, it was a little bit hard to eat because it's like, ugh, there's no flavor. This tastes a little gross. But overall, again, if it was just seasoned more, it would have been perfect. So yeah, if there's anything you can take away from that, that'd be it. So I'd call that a successful catch and cook. And I suppose I got nothing else, so I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye.